This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by WynnBET. WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET has what you need to win. So sign up today and bet $100 to get a free $100 bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. And we're also brought to you by the SGPN World Cup free roll, $250 in cash and $250 gift card to the winner. Enter today exclusively on the SGPN app. All right, DJs, welcome back. It's the RSM betting show with your boy Boston Capper with the God of Golf himself, Steve Shermer, and very special guest, our buddy, our pal, Brian Kirschner. What's up, Brian?
Our chief, Brian Kirschner. Pleasure to be joined by you guys tonight. I'm really appreciate you taking me on for literally the worst swing season event after all I do for you. It's totally fine. You know, I don't know the last time we did a pod together. There's, been earthquakes and alien invasions and sick kids that have kind of come in between us all doing a pod together. But I'm glad we can finally come together for tonight. And I lied to you before. I am drinking a gin and tonic. I got some Tanqueray at my local liquor store. So I'm having a nice drink, a nice G&T to get the week going right. So cheers to you and Tanqueray, which is a great gin, by the way. It's
cheers, brother. So now, so Tanqueray, like whatever, that's fine. That's a good training wheels gin. But you need to just go ahead and go buy the Sapphire. Like it's taste. I'm telling you, it's a completely different taste. Like it's a different drink.
Mm-hmm.
Tanqueray.
Yeah, I like the
Christmas tree.
Yeah, I kind of like that flavor. That's kind of fits my flavor profile at the moment. But I'm legit like 3 shots in this, so it's a pretty strong drink. So I'm looking forward to feeling how you feel on a nightly basis, basically.
Yeah, listen, buddy. Let's not do that. I don't want to put that type of horrible lifestyle on you.
I mean, usually that's right.
Home pour for me is like 3 fingers of gin and then splash of tonic.
Yeah,
splash.
Usually his spicy taste good come out at 1 a.m. though. Yeah. So
yeah, exactly.
All right. So why don't we get to it? The RSM. So Kirschner with his gin and tonic with the spiciest taste. He already did his show, by the way. You can go check that out on tappingbirdie.com. So why don't we get to it? So Kirschner, what are you looking for this week? I mean, like this is a garbage field. Obviously we had Tony Finau withdraw that kind of shifted the odds, everything. Did you end up getting a lot of your bets in before he withdrew, or were you kind of a casualty to already not really having a ton of value on the board and now facing even worse value?
Yeah, I don't actually think like pre-Tony withdrawing, the numbers like weren't that bad like for what this field is. Like I think that there's still some decent value down the board. Again, we've kind of talked about this, like long shots just haven't been winning. So like this is the week. Like this is the week for an over to 50-1 winner. Like it's happening this week, or like something's fundamentally broken on the PGA Tour. But, I think this kind of fits into the short positional putting contest birdie fest that we see at a lot of events during the year. We just saw with Mayakoba, Wyndham, Sony, the Russell Henley type courses. So again, I do think that a lot of really great putters have done very well here. So again, you're going to have to get to 19 under. So I want a guy that can make a lot of putts and that are good with their wedges, have played well here before, and hopefully we can get lucky and lose all this money before the TOC if we hit an outright winner.
I need more money to bet on the Bruins, and I haven't hit a fucking outright in the fall.
Yeah, what's up with that?
You hit Keegan.
Yeah, that's true. You did Keegan.
I did hit Keegan. You're right.
How do I know that like better than you do?
I mean that might
once again, it's the nightly gin and tonics, Brian. You got to be
feel that feel that pain. Honestly.
I mean that still could have been a simulation though. That happened.
That was pretty sick of us. Like low key, like that was kind of dope. That like we all hit Keegan.
Yeah,
like that was kind of like a really cool call by us. Like that was dope.
Yeah, that was awesome. Pretty good. Calling
Steve, were you on Tony Finau last week?
I was on Finau last week.
Okay.
So that was quite comfortable. Quite a comfortable win going down the stretch. I talked about this last night. Like what a fucking performance, like a ball striking performance. Like everything was just so solid for that guy. Like it still baffles me that he he led the field in driving accuracy. like that doesn't happen with Tony Finau. And
I mean, like his second serve is like 300, like down the middle. Like when he's piping these drives, like he's literally like taking like some off it. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of one of those where like of no fault of my own, I just kind of bet the guy the week before, and you just kind of overlook him the next week. Like I wasn't like upset that Tony Finau like missed the cut. Like I wasn't like it wasn't like, oh, he sucks, I'm not betting him again. It was kind of just like I wanted to like play Aaron Wise, which was like obviously a horrible decision. But like sometimes like Cantley, like at St. Jude, he wins the next week. Like sometimes you just get unlucky. You bet a guy and not like, oh, he sucks, I don't want to bet him anymore. He just wins the next week, and you're way less likely to keep on.
I mean, even I got lucky. My offshore hung him at 25. So
yeah, I mean, like, that's just an auto.
That was my that was probably should have been the only bet I made of the week. But it's just like sometimes you just get that though. Like you just get the breaks of just like a book offering like a number. What is that, Capper?
Listen, man, I might have forgot to turn my work computer off, and that
was
a phone call.
All good, man. I mean, it's all good. But yeah, no, like it's weird because books haven't been really adjusting to Tony Finau. Like, but I think it has to be over now. Like,
it for sure. I mean, it should have been over this week. Like,
and I
even thought 10-1 was still kind of a little too high for him, considering that like he's like he was. So in my numbers, like I do this composite ranking of like mixing short-term and long-term form. And the next best guy in this field was Andrew Putnam. And and Finau was more than double the strokes like per round than him.
Yeah, like
it was ridiculous.
Now.
Yeah. And like even his DraftKings price too, like I made this point last night. Like if this was the Masters, like Finau was probably about what, like $9,500 or so. Like what would Seamus Power be? Like 7,200, and there was only a $700 difference in that. Like it's just
so I don't know. I don't know if books are really going to adjust, but like it's just kind of weird. Again, it's totally moot. Like he withdrew, but like Rory was fucking 7-1 at the CJ Cup with like a much better field, and like Tony was 10-1 in this field. Like that just seems off to me. But it doesn't matter. He's not playing. But again, I think that again, like the past 2 weeks, like where Tony was 20-1, like I just think that again, course fit wise, like you just play Tony on a driver heavy, difficult golf course versus like a short, like birdie fest. Like not that he can't win those. Obviously he won. I don't know if it was the Rocket Mortgage or RSM, but he won at like 25 under, and won the week before in a little bit difficult conditions. But it's kind of hard. I don't have like a set like Tony Finau type course. Obviously, he's been good in majors, but he just kind of seems to do it at some different types of courses. I don't know if
it's not like a one type course that he can win at. His game, and we had Baroff on last night, and he was talking about how good his fucking short game has become. I mean, it really could put you in contention anywhere. I mean, maybe he's turning into the new Cam Smith, right? He straightened out his driver, and his short game's good now. Like I don't know, maybe he can replace the hole in my heart when Cam Smith left.
No, just bet Tony Finau every week. Like I'm sure like nothing will go bad.
No, definitely not. All right, what do we want to start with? Fucking
well, I want to start with outrights. So Capper,
I only got 4.
Yeah, why don't you start then? And then Kirschner and I can give you some bright ideas.
Yeah, please. So I got Hoagie, and I was on him 2 weeks ago. 150 and under. Yeah, I mean, why not? And he was 28 on my local. I felt like that was a good number for him. And he played well up until that missed cut. And kind of like we were talking about with Baroff last night. Like I want somebody who's in form and is coming in hot, not cold. Has been playing well. Same thing for Riley. I just thought the number was wrong, 45. It makes me nervous because he's squarely off the tee, and with the penalties here, like I don't know, but whatever. He's 45-1, and then I just went back to my boy Hattie because it's the last event of the season. If he fucking wins and I don't have money on him, I will be very upset. I got him at 60. And then Alex Smalley.
He's been playing good.
Been playing real good, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, last week he was playing good. He was playing pretty bad at the beginning of the fall, but last week he was pretty good.
Didn't he play well at the CJ Cup?
And he played good at the Bermuda. He 11 at the Bermuda.
Yeah,
Boom.
maybe it was one of those events that didn't have the stroke scheme. But I know to start the fall, his irons were atrocious.
Yeah, and
so
so
he righted the ship a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, he's coming in really good form. Like, and you take a look. I mean, there's no data from Bermuda, but I mean, tee to green, he gained almost 7. Approach, he gained almost 3. His putting's good. 55-1. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I think you could get definitely a better number on that. I know.
Once again,
Brian,
I
understand, but like, I understand, but you never hit me up. Like, I can place bets for you. Like, I'm trying to help out. Like, you guys don't help
fair.
me out. Like, I can help you out. Like, because like this seems to be like a one-way street in the relationship. But yeah, 100% Smalley.
I give you fatherly advice every other week, Brian.
Yeah,
so
and I fix all your typos every week.
I am a father. I'm literally a father. Like, I'm like literally have kids and I'm married. Like, I don't need like advice from you. Yeah, you can, okay, you get him at 55-1. Okay, I was wrong. Like, you got me. Okay, you got me.
Whatever. All right, so those are my 4. I need some more. So let's go. I need at least 2 more. So
right.
somebody
what range? Like, where can
guys.
you like fit people in?
Where listen, man, it's the last event of the season. So I'll be a little loose.
Okay.
I'll be a little loose.
Cool.
Plus, I got a little hole I got to dig out of anyway. So
all right,
let's go.
All right, Kirschner, why don't you go first then?
Yeah. So, like 30-1 below, it's kind of grim. Like it's kind of tough, especially with this Finau withdraw. But I did land on my guy up top is Taylor Montgomery. It always works out when a guy's playing really well and you never wager on him and then you like hop on, like they always play super well. But I think it's very similar to the Taylor Gooch situation last year where both had absolutely amazing swing seasons with a bunch of top 10 and top 20 finishes in a row. And then they both had a middling finish where they were halfway popular at the Houston Open. They both, I think, Gooch finished 50th. He finished like 48th or something. And then they go out and win the next week. I do think that, being a good putter is just going to be extremely important this week. We've seen a lot of great putters win here. Mackenzie Hughes, Kevin Kirschner, a lot of other guys. That's kind of how they've gotten it done. Driving and putting, 28. I got a 30-1 on him. That was before
the withdrawal.
He withdrew. So I think that's a good play. Hoagie, he is. I haven't bet him. I probably won't because there's no really good. You get 28-1 on him, but I don't know. He's my FOMO guy. Like he's the one guy where I'm like, I would be upset if he didn't win. I bet him at Mayakoba. Obviously it was a very popular play, but yeah, anytime it's a short positional course, like I think it's a play. I bet Mackenzie Hughes. I got a 50-1 on him. I really like him in top 10, top 20 DraftKings because I don't know if I particularly see him winning twice in the swing season, but this is a guy that's obviously won at this course. He was solo second at this event last year. He's an excellent putter, and he hasn't really gone away since his win at the Sanderson. He's played well the past 2 weeks, so he's someone that I definitely think is going to be kind of atop the leaderboard like come Sunday. Like I think he's a really good, consistent play. I like Lipsky 80-1.
Okay.
Some of my book numbers. He's low on Bet Rivers, which is it's a pretty good sharp book. And a lot of times when they have low odds on someone, they usually play pretty well. They whatever models or whatever they use works pretty well. So I like Lipsky. I got an 80-1 on him. He's playing some pretty good golf, and he's someone I think of as just a consistent 7K play. And if he's playing well, 7th in approach in this field, decent putter. So I like Lipsky.
Okay.
What do you guys think about Ben Griffin? Like, should have won the Bermuda, played well the past 2 weeks, good putter, good wedges, like coastal, like he can't win, but like, can we go back to Ben Griffin after Bermuda?
I mean, he could. I think the only concerning thing about this place is like, it seems like the one area we can really screw up is off the tee, like with all the penalty areas. And I mean, we saw firsthand at Bermuda just how awful that was coming down the stretch. But I mean, otherwise though, decent putter, hits his short irons really good. The scoring metrics I have on him from that range aren't all that great, but I mean, if you just have a good putting week, that can really turn around. Off the tee kind of concerns me a little bit about him, but hey, I mean, like he's shown like I looked at Bermuda as well. Like a couple guys that I bet this week is like with positionals. I'm like, all right, you did it Bermuda, you probably can do it here. So yeah, if you have a good number on him, if you feel good about it, yeah, I don't hate it.
But I think my favorite bet, which I think you guys should bet if you have room, you definitely do, is John Huh.
Yeah, baby.
170 to 1. Like
right.
this is just a clear misprice. 100%.
Yeah.
He plays well on shorter tracks. Like second.
He's got two top 15s here.
He's got great course history here. Yeah. Like plays really well here. Plays well on short courses. Played decent Coba. Like this is a guy you just kind of play on shorter tracks. Like 170 to 1, like DraftKings, like this is a slam dunk play. I love John.
Yeah, I'll throw a first round leader bet.
First round leader, hundo, like easy first round leader. This week, John Hull. Love it.
I have him. I have Hull somewhere else on my card. So yeah, so I might join you on that. 170 to 1. I'll look and see what I got, and if I don't got it, I'll
yeah, I think that's all. I got at the moment. I think that's all I've wagered on. I'm room. It's either hoagie or like just like kind of like a bunch of Bob's. I bet Akshay 300 to 1. Like that's an easy play.
Why?
Like just bet him every single week. I mean, he's 300 to 1. Like,
why does everybody like him? What did I miss? I don't understand. I don't understand why everybody likes him.
Like he won a Corn Ferry event like with a hot girlfriend on his bag.
Is that it? Okay, that's
okay. But also like he's like known because like he like didn't go to college to like try and play professional. So like most people his age would like go to college. Like he was like, fuck it, I'm not going to college. I'm good enough. He also like hit all 18 greens. Yeah, he hit all 18 greens at Pebble Beach. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah,
I remember small greens there. Yeah. He's the boy. Like 300 to 1. Like fuck it.
I'll pass.
All right.
I might join you on pod though.
No, you are. You're joining.
All right, fine. Like, I will. I'll join you on
you're joining and first round leader. It's a lock.
Yeah. Well, my local cowards don't have any fucking first round leader shit out yet. So yeah, still waiting on that.
Yeah, I also gotta like factor in my weather models and stuff.
Oh yeah. I know how you crunch the numbers.
And the two different courses. The two different courses. So
yes.
Steve, what do you got working out this week?
All right, so backstory to my card. First of all, I'm kind of embarrassed to put out this card, but it's the last event. I've been having a pretty good fall, and I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. Like Kirschner, you mentioned at the top of the show, like this is gonna be the week that the long shot hits. I don't buy it. I just don't. And if it hits, it hits. I'm going to keep going with the trends that just between 30 and 60 to 1, that's where I'm living. The fact that like, even at Bermuda, it still happened, and I'm just going to keep rolling with it. So I also went shopping because I just had a feeling the Finau was going to withdraw. So I kind of just load up on a bunch of guys between 30 and 60 to 1.
All right.
Now, since then, a lot of these odds have cratered. Like for example, like Neesmith, I was able to get 50 to 1. Like Andrew Putnam, 55 to 1. Like those odds aren't there. So they're going to put on my betting card later. You can see all the guys I bet for it. But so here's like the 5 best I like for this week. I'm with you guys on Tom Hoagie. I've been betting him a lot this fall. I mean, obviously you want to talk about under 175. He's one of the best in this field. Scores pretty well from that range too. The putter's been pretty good this fall. I don't really give a crap about what happened at Mayakoba. Maybe just with past Palma kind of tricked him up. He's got a couple top 10s here. I like him there. I think you guys did a good job explaining that. I like Keith Mitchell this week. He hit the ball really good. Did not putt very well last week. Typically putts pretty well on Bermuda. I think that's going to bounce back a little bit. I also noticed too, like even though he's a bomber, like some of these courses where there's a lot of penalty areas off the fairway, he tends to do pretty well. Like Liberty National at the Northern Trust a couple years ago, he had a top 15 finish. Has a couple good finishes at the 3M Open. He won the Honda. I think he's got a couple of top 15 finishes here. I just like his form come in. He's come close to winning over the last year. I got him at 30.
He should have had fucking first round leader last week.
He probably should have.
Drink on the par 5, fucking 90 to 1, asshole.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Maybe this.
I don't want to talk about first round leader beats. Like,
what did you? Why? I love fucking. That's my crack cocaine.
Aaron Wise's ball was in the GD hole. And if
I know, I had Aaron Wise too. I only had 3. I had Keith Mitchell, Aaron Wise, and somebody else.
So you want a
little
bit.
I'll chop it. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Chop 9,000 ways like always. What did you get?
Literally
Mitchell
all that. No, like
so go ahead. Right. So I got him at 35. Oh, I thought Kirschner you were saying a comment. No, so I got him at 35. No. I think he's down to like 28 now, but I still like the number. I like.
So I can still get him at 33.
Yeah, grab him then. I like him.
So
I don't like Keith Mitchell this week.
Okay.
I'm out on Mitchell.
Double my normal.
Like no beef, Steve. Like you usually you're come on pods and you always what I love about you is that whoever I say I like you give a lot of really good info as to why they're also a good bet. So I like that. I feel like Keith Mitchell does really well on long difficult golf courses. He usually plays well at Quail. I don't know if he's a guy.
I mean he's played pretty well at Sony before.
Yeah, no, that's another I think that's a good one. But
yeah. I mean he's got a T12 here last year. He's got a T14 here back in.
I'm down for a side wager on Mitchell. I don't think that Keith is the play this week.
Well, I got a matchup later where I'm taking Keith Mitchell, so maybe you can take the other side of that.
Who's the other side?
We'll save it for later when we talk about matchups.
Real quick. So I can also still get Putnam at 50.
Okay. Well, he's one of my top 5 that I like this week.
So who do you like better, Mitchell or Putnam? He's gonna say Mitchell now, just because.
I think I like Mitchell a little better than Putnam.
All right. So, and also, I would like to know what does that feel like when Steve compliments your picks? That must be reserved for guests only, because whenever I say I like something,
I mean, I
the opposite way and just pulls up all the bad data to be like, you're a fucking idiot. Why would you bet this? I would like to know what that feels like to be complimented.
Yeah, no, I mean, I vividly remember I talked how I like Keegan Bradley at the Zozo. That was sick. And then Steve was like, comp to Wells Fargo at and Potomac, where I was there, rainy, have to hit the fairway, and now that's why he won. Because Steve brought that up. It was just really clear. But I mean, the Keegan money's gone. It's been gone.
It's been gone.
With the kids and fixing my house and shit. It's tough.
Do you know how expensive? Do you know how expensive pottery band fucking sectionals are?
No, what is the point of getting married and having kids? I'm genuinely curious. I'm confused. It just seems like a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
But there's a certain amount of companionship and love you get out of it too, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And my daughters, bro, I would murder you in front of 5,000 people if they asked me to. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah, I guess. Sure. I'm just kind of out on the whole family thing.
That's fine. That's fine. You'll get there eventually.
You might come around to it. So
anyway, cool.
All right, what else you got?
So Kirschner, I'm surprised you're not going back to Matthew Neesmith. Because I think that might be.
What is he good at? Is math what is
you just touted him last week to the moon?
Okay. Now
I
bet him at Shriners. I bet him at Shriners.
Didn't you bet him last week too?
I did bet him last week too. Okay. I liked him last week.
And now you're just saying, what is he good at?
Well, I think of Matthew Neesmith as a really good ball striker. I want him on a difficult. I want him on a difficult track. That's not a fucking putting contest.
Okay. Hold on. What did he do last year? Here he's got a T14 here and T15 here. He's been putting well lately.
No, is no.
I'm good under 175.
Is
I got him at 50 to 1.
A guy you play on shorter tracks? Obviously he played well at Shriners. Again, a shorter track gotta make a lot of birdies. He did not play well at Houston. I think about Matthew Neesmith as a really good ball striker that you play on difficult conditions, but I could be dead wrong on that.
Okay. I mean, what I like about him is, he's had good form this year. I mean, he had two rounds were really bad in Houston. 2 were really good last week. I'm just going to go back. I thought at 50 to 1, considering how he's played this fall, and he's got some things I'm looking at. I thought that was a decent price, and I'm going to go back to him in that. And then I Davis Riley, Capper, I'm with you on him. I just at some point I feel like he's going to have a decent putting week. He's been hitting his irons really good this fall, really good from under 175, scores well from that range too. I just like him this week. And then the Andrew Putnam, I already talked to him about it. I mean, his iron's been really good this fall. Great putter. The one that, so we keep talking about putting. I think this week though, because the temperatures aren't going to be all that warm, it'll be pretty cold. I think that might maybe make it a little more of a ball striking contest, because typically when it gets a little colder, that's usually what you really want to favor.
Okay.
So, but with him though, I mean, that's my token putter. So 55-1 on him. I like that. And then if you want to look at my card too, I was able to jam in McCarthy. I was able to jam in, who else? Brendan Todd, Justin Rose. Rose was 60-1. Todd was 60-1. Who gives a shit? I've had a decent fall, and I think that's where the winner is going to come from. I just loaded my card as much as I could with that range without spending a whole lot of money. We'll see what happens.
Last event of the season, boys. Last event of the season.
Right.
And I can't bet hockey till Thursday either, because I only bet the Bruins because I don't know anything else. I don't know who to bet in hockey other than the Bruins.
Okay.
Although I have been listening.
Have you been successful with that?
Yeah, the Bruins are fucking a goddamn wagon, sir. They're not your Islanders. They are the best team in hockey.
Okay, well,
sorry.
I'm pretty sure the Islanders are better. The Islanders are better team than them, and we'll probably get in the playoffs like we have before.
One time.
It's all good.
How was that Stanley Cup you won? Was it good? Did it feel good?
Yeah, I mean, I was not even a thought.
Yeah, you weren't even born.
But yeah, I mean, I'm talking recent, we knocked you out of the playoffs, and it was
John Tavares. That's a good contract. It's a great contract you got there.
What? Did you load up on this ammo? No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I come on your pod and you destroy the only sports team I care about. I don't care about any sports team. Truly, and the Islanders are my team because I
think that's how you actually started talking to me. I think you started chirping me about the fucking Islanders.
That's dope. That's honestly dope.
I'm pretty sure that's how we connected. I was who's this fucking guy?
Yeah, this fucking Long Island douchebag.
I was that's fine. Let's go.
No, people from Long Island are kind of the worst.
What about Staten Island?
It's not even compare. No one I know one person from Staten Island. It's not a thing.
It's just a bunch of wise guys and Guidos.
What do you think Long Island is, dude? Massapequa, The Sopranos was written about Carlo Gambino. Okay, all right. No, so you want a fucking history lesson, okay, bud? Carlo Gambino, who was the head of the Gambino crime family, got a house in Massapequa.
Well, that's fine.
And David Chase wrote about a mobster living in a quaint suburb. That is the.
It was based on the Calvacente family out of New Jersey.
Okay, bud.
So I mean,
there's multiple inspirations for stories. Okay, but it's fine. It's all good. It's totally chill.
All right. With that, why don't we take a break and then we'll keep going.
All right, listen, if you boys are ready to win money or ladies and boost your odds, WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. And we're bringing the excitement of the Wynn Las Vegas to online sports betting and casino play. Exclusive rewards are right at your fingertips with the Wynn rewards on WynnBET. Be on the lookout for the WynnBET Win Hour each Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time during WynnBET Win Hour. Marquee games of the week will have better odds on WynnBET, giving you a larger payout opportunity. Great promos, odds, payouts are happening right now at WynnBET. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds on every major sport, WynnBET has what you need to win. If you're ready to play, sign up today to receive a special offer. Bet 100 to win 100. There's so much to choose from, and all you got to do is head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET so they know that we sent you. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET to claim your free bet today. Offer is subject to change. Terms and conditions over at WynnBET.com. Must be 21 and older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBET is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Okay. All right, matchups. Why don't I lead up because this is the Keith Mitchell one, and we'll see if Kirschner wants to take me up on these odds here. So,
I'm gonna listen to this one, and then I have to go let my dog out. It's barking.
Okay. All right. So I already talked about Keith Mitchell, which Kirschner apparently hates, and we'll see what happens there.
That's the worst play ever.
Apparently, it's the worst play ever.
You can get him to miss the cut at plus 200.
Okay, bet that then. So.
Yeah, BK, you can get him at
let's hear
plus
it.
200.
Who's
All right,
the
well, I
next
got him
guy?
against Sahith Theegala, who I don't like at all this week. I mean, I don't want a guy who's so inconsistent as he is. Like, he pops up one week, he's bad the other week. Like, inaccurate off the tee, not very good from under 175, doesn't score very well from that range either. I know he played really well. He shot, a 64 in the final round of Houston Open. I don't really care. He was pretty bad here last year. I'll take Keith Mitchell minus 125 over Sahith Theegala.
Vibe. I personally will wager with you. I think it's more than fair. Mac Hughes over Keith Mitchell this week. Are you okay with that? Keith Mitchell is currently
No, because I like Mac Hughes too.
Yeah, well then, it's fine. It's a pride thing, and we could just see who.
Yeah, you can dunk on me on Twitter. I'll never.
I won't. I literally won't. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I'll never see it, so you can absolutely just dunk on me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I never like. The only reason I said something because, I genuinely went out of my way to realize that I don't like Keith Mitchell. This week, and I even said on my own pod that I was like, I usually don't try and fade people because it's hard enough to pick good plays that I can't be wrong about that and then also be wrong about people that are I think are bad plays playing well. So I'm good on that. Capper, did you actually have to take your dog out or did you just make another G&T?
I did both.
Okay. I don't believe you. You're a liar.
Okay.
No, I threw him out on the back porch. It's my little one, Jack. He's a little yippy asshole.
All right. Well, that was the only matchup I bet because Kirschner, good news for you. Anyone who I bet in a matchup has been awful.
That's
so
not
you should bet.
You
should bet Mitchell missed the cut because I've just been absolutely kryptonite with matchups where I've been making money as positionals. Stayed far away from him.
I don't think you're as cold. You hit a cold streak, but you haven't been.
I've been bad. I've been bad
3 weeks.
I've been bad this fall too. I mean, I got a couple others that I like that I'm not betting, which are guaranteed to win. You can get Brendan Todd minus 120 over Chris Kirk. Just listen, I know Chris Kirk is a good fit for this place. He's a former winner here. He's done pretty much nothing this fall.
Yeah.
And even if you look at some of the comparable short southern grass type tournaments with him. T64 at Mayakoba, cut last year at Heritage, T27 at Hawaii, cut at the RSM last year, T64 Mayakoba. He's got a couple top 10s back in 2021, and then he was really good back in 2017. Between them, though, it seems like he's a little overrated for these types of places. And I just think Brendan Todd's been pretty good. This is the type of track for him. And I just think he's playing better than Kirk. So that was one I liked, didn't bet. Probably going to hit because I avoided it. I like Mackenzie Hughes this week, minus 110 over Taylor Pendrith. Something's wrong with Taylor Pendrith, just not playing good.
Yeah.
I know.
He made
the cut last week.
He did, but he didn't do anything over the weekend. I think he had to hustle and make the cut too. Yeah. I just don't think he's playing all that good. The putter hasn't been working all that good. Not all that great from under 175. I know he did well here last year. I just think Mac Hughes is going to keep it rolling. So
Pendy played here last year.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did.
I thought Pendrith I thought he made his tour start at the Rock and Mortgage.
T26 T26 last year.
Okay,
so
that's not bad.
That's
and then another guy who everybody he's dominated this place for years, but just ever since he's had that injury, he's been bad, and the putter's gone away with him too. I think that's really hurt of Harris English minus 110 over Webb Simpson.
You're taking my CAD, Steve. You're going through my.
Well, then why don't you explain it then?
Because Webb sucks. I do not care. He is broken. Yeah, Webb is done. He's over. And the Goober looks like he's showing signs of life, even though he's
close.
He's close. He's middling over the weekend. But yeah, his putter's coming back, and that was the biggest thing since Karen called the PGA Tour and complained that the leather strap was falling off. What kind of human being?
I think it was like the Euro people at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
No, it was after the Cup, wasn't it? It was after.
No, it was during
the Ryder Cup.
Was it during the Cup?
Yeah.
It takes a special kind of fucking asshole to be able to do that. The worst human beings. The people who leave Yelp restaurant reviews if it's bad. Unless they spit in my food, and even then I'm still not doing it. I just leave only a 15% tip versus.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Just
Who
move
does that
on.
shit?
Who cares?
The worst. All right, anyway, so yeah, Webb is done. Like everybody kept trying to make it a thing over the last year. He's done. He's toast. I don't care, which means he's probably gonna come up and show up. But yeah, like he's not gonna do it. And I think Goober's showing signs of life. And -110 coin flip, yes, all day. I'm on Hughes over Pendrith, and then I'm on Keith over Dahmen. But I'm gonna see if I can find the Sahith one. I hate doubling down on matchups, but I still think I will do it just because I don't think this is a good course fit for Dahmen. He's been hot, and how long can Joel Dahmen stay hot? I'm gonna, and I like Keith this week too. I had him on another place in my card. I'm probably gonna add him outright since I can still get him at 30. So yeah, and then I was toying. I need your guys' opinion on these two. I already know BK's opinion is gonna be based on his outrights, but I was thinking about Day over Montgomery at -110, just because it's like obviously he had a magic putter for a while. It wasn't great last week, and whatever. He made the cup and didn't do much else after that. Day seems like he's rounded into form, comfortable here. This is the type of course for him. Also a very good putter. For the coin flip, I'll take the pedigree a Day over Montgomery. I haven't placed that bet, though. What do we think about that one, boys?
Kirschner, why are you first?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not, gonna die on the hill that Taylor Montgomery is like a great play this week. But yeah, I think he'll beat J Day.
Okay,
but no strong opinion either. I'm not really a huge matchup guy. So like if that's what like a couple G&Ts in you, and if you're vibing one way, then you take it, because if he does beat him, then you'll beat yourself up. So there's only one way you can go now.
Like my ROI back in the day was definitely way heavier on matchups, but I also used to do like round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4.
Yeah,
I can't. Because it's, I don't know, whatever. I enjoy it, and I used to do the old school. Like I would literally pull up like the shot tracker and go back and see how that person did it that day, and how many pots did this, did that, and then I have my little. Because I don't use a spreadsheet, I just write stuff down because I'm an old man. All right, Steve, what do you think? Day over Montgomery?
Well, I mean, I think I'm going to return the favor to Kirschner and actually give him a compliment on somebody I'm not on this week, because I mentioned this on the show last night, and last week at Houston was kind of like the first big boy golf course that Taylor Montgomery has played, and he fell flat on his face, and now he's going to go back to one of these short wedge fests, and even though his iron numbers suck. His proximity numbers suck from the
so bad.
They are, but like, so if he had so there's gonna be about 12 approach shots from under 175 this week. He would be gaining where is he? 1.2 strokes per round on the field based on how he's done once he actually gets to the green, because he just hits the putt. Maybe these wedge fests are just what he's built to do, and now he's gonna be back on this. It's gonna wake him up. So I'm not on him this week, but all
right, I'll pass.
Play.
All right, I'll pass. No. I'll pass. It's fine. I'll pass.
No,
both of you guys say
like
no.
My rule is like if you think about a bet, like you fucking
no. So I fire on the bets that I'm like. So when I'm like on the fence about something, you know what I mean? Okay.
But I'm like that with like NFL Sunday. Like so many like bets like pop into my head, and then I'm just like I'm down so much, like I don't want to bet it, and then they win, and I'm like fuck, like it pissing me off, like. Yeah. I'm of the rule, like anything like that pops into your head.
No, that's
like that
would not be okay.
Okay, like not like literally, but like anything you think is like a good play. Again, it's just one matchup.
Capper, I would agree with Kirschner. I think you should bet it, because I know that when you've mentioned a matchup you're not sure of, I've talked you off it plenty of times, and you would have been right. So,
that's true. That is true.
Yeah, I think you should do it. I'm serious. Matchups with me go the opposite way.
And then I was thinking about Grayson Sig over BK's boy Ben Griffin as well. I have these written down, man. Like I didn't know who your outrights were. Like that's just who I was.
Dude, I don't care at all. Like
I just don't sometimes.
Like Sig should be a good play, like in theory. Like, but in theory. I actually think that the Sea Island guys like haven't played that well here. Like they haven't had like unbelievable success.
Yeah, Sig. I don't think Sig has a good course.
Sig's not played well here.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know if like Harry Ng has played well here. Keith Mitchell
wish
obviously is going to miss the cut this week. So like it's just kind of like tough. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. So my buddy Jason, who I golfed with, he played golf for Alabama, and he got hooked up with a charity tournament. He was actually supposed to play with Will Zalatoris before Will Z was a thing, and then whatever Will Z he went and played I don't know, he got called up and played a PGA event, I think, when he was on the Corn Ferry. So he played with Grayson Sig, and he was just singing his praises. And since this guy has told me this shit, I've always looked for a spot for him. He's it's unbelievable how good this guy was. And this guy was a collegiate golfer, and he's fucking good at golf. So whatever. So Griffin, I just don't believe in him.
Yeah, there's definitely been a few guys that have had bad course history and played well here.
I mean, there's weather considerations sometimes too.
Yeah.
Even I couldn't find a guy who's consistently good here. There might be a top
John
10,
Ha.
John Ha, exactly.
Then he must have the most favorable weather draws every single year then. So
wait, who was the guy you made fun of me for who didn't have his card that I put on the fantasy year-long thing?
Oh, Justin Suh, who now has his card.
Ha, yeah, Suh and Ha.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
All right. I mean, I Grayson Sig's on my card, but not for a matchup.
Okay.
We'll talk about him a little later.
All right, cool. All right, so those are my matchups. And BK, you didn't come with any matchups?
No, I got him up right here. I like
go.
Lipsky 120 over Lauer. I like Montgomery over. No, I actually don't like that one. Shamie Powell's pretty good. And then yeah, and then I do again. I'll vibe with this because Steve was kind of on my case, but Neesmith over Denny McCarthy minus 120. I think that line's telling you something that seems like it should be a pick 'em. Some probably heavy action is hitting Neesmith.
Yes,
all
the heavy action on the golf matchups for the RSM is moving the line.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm tracking that shit.
We are the heavy action, Brian. That is.
Yeah.
We are considered.
Yeah, no, I like those. And then I agree. I like Pendy over Kirschner. I think Kirschner is going to be. We've seen it. People's events first back. They're not as good. And Pendy, although might not be the best course fit in the world, he has been playing. He was on the President's Cup. I don't know if you guys ever heard about that. So he's an elite talent. And so I like those three.
Okay. All right. Why don't we take another break and then we'll finish up with positionals
and any other weird bets we have going. All right. So we're also brought to you guys by the SGPN World Cup free roll for all you guys who like soccer. $250 in cash and $250 gift card to the winner. Enter today exclusively on the SGPN app. Make sure to check out all the World Cup content on sportsgamblerpodcast.com. Is Billy doing it? Steve, do you know?
I have no idea.
Me either. Billy's fucking shop ass soccer toe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His
soccer picks are real good.
Yeah,
you guys have a soccer guy?
Right? Oh, listen,
we have
Billy Bahati. Yeah, but Billy Bahati is the original, and he lives in England. He's a real dick, but he's old school. He was around SGPN when I was around. We used to do breakdowns way back in the day.
Yeah. How long has the company been around?
I think they started in 2011. I've been there since 2017.
Oh, wow.
I've been there since 2017.
Yeah, I was just a degenerate around since 2020, literally when they started. Because I typed in. Because I worked at Merrill and nobody else gambled. And I was like, I need somebody to talk about gambling with. I was like, sports gambling and sports gambling podcast popped up. And I was like, bing. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah. You used to leave voicemails with your NFL picks. That was your stick.
That was my stick. Yeah. And my fucking, they named the line after me when we beat the Seahawks. It was the Boston Capper fucking, whatever the fuck.
Did they cover that game?
Yeah. What? The Patriots? Covered against the Seahawks? Yeah. It was fucking 3 or 2.5, depending on what you got it at.
I think it was 2.5.
Yeah, I think I got 2.
Oh.
I think I was late.
We won.
Cool. Congrats.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
The Patriots used to be awesome, and now I have Matt Patricia, Joe Judge, and Mac Jones just completely fucking my Sundays up. So real quick one more, hold on. Get your holiday shopping done early at the SGPN merch store. SGPN gear is the perfect stocking stuffer for the G-Gen in your life. I love the golf gambling. Actually, the polos that we have, man. The super lightweight, wick away, Very nice. And then plus from now until Thanksgiving, you can get 10% off when you use promo code Dallas Sucks. That's at store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Promo code Dallas Sucks.
Shouldn't it be like Philly sucks?
Oh shit. No.
Why not?
Dallas sucks.
No,
Philly doesn't suck. They just got it was a divisional game. Like, they were getting
why? Okay. Why are you defending the Eagles right now?
I'm not
you were like
the Eagles.
shitting. Yes, you were. You literally were. You were just saying, "Oh, it's a divisional game, like let down spot." Like, no, they're horrible. They're trash. They're frauds. Fuck Philly fans. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm just out on the Eagles.
Why don't you like Philly fans? Like, I don't like. Listen, here's the deal. I used to like. I don't know. Like a bunch of my good friends, like I guess not a bunch, but like a handful of like my like close friends were all like Philly fans, and like they're garbage people. But I identify with that type of sports fan. Do you know what I mean? Like just the insanity and like living and dying with your team and like willing to throw deep batteries.
Yeah, no,
I identify with that. Like they're trash people, and I don't want them to win, but I
just don't like the Eagles like this year. Like I'm not like out. Like I just like I'm glad that they lost. Like I was heavily rooting for the Eagles to lose. Like last night,
paper tiger, man. Yeah, paper tiger. That's all. I mean,
what does that mean?
Paper. You don't know what paper tiger means?
I've never heard that.
Never heard the term paper tiger.
Is that like they're basically means like they're frauds?
Frauds. Yeah, they're frauds. Yeah.
So you're saying that the Eagles are frauds?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with.
I wasn't defending them. I was just saying it was a bad spot for them.
Okay,
I took the 11 and a half. Like, yeah,
that's the 11 hammer play, dude. Yeah, no, I just like enjoy like the like leveling out of the NFL. Like I don't want like one team to be like head and shoulders like above everyone else. So like I just thought like Eagles fans like thought that like they're like the fucking greatest team ever.
And no, deep down they know. You know what I mean? Like whatever, let them have their moment in the sun. They've had one.
Yeah, like also like my dad's like a huge Giant fan, and like I saw
that you posted your dad in the.
He went viral.
Recorded the game. I like it.
He went viral as fuck. Like he doesn't even know. It's just like a Kirschner thing. Like you just like go viral all the time.
I did that in 2007. I was at a wedding in Pittsburgh, and it was when we were playing the Giants to have our perfect season. So it was what week 16.
This week 17. Yeah, 16.
Yeah, and so like this is 2007, so it's whatever. So, but I was still avoiding everybody. Like, don't tell me anything about the fucking game. I got it recorded. I had it recorded at my in-laws' house. I went back after the wedding and watched the game, and I had no idea what fucking happened, and I was up until like fucking 4 a.m. watching it. That was
fun. And then what happened in the Super Bowl that year?
The Super Bowl was not so fun.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the Giants won. They were like 11.
Because Asante Samuel can't fucking catch the ball. Asante, catch the fucking ball.
Mm-hmm. David Tyree can.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, David Tyree can. Asante Samuel cannot. Well, you fucking.
Yeah, I was alive for that, Capper. Like I remember that.
Yeah, were you 6?
I had there was like a Super Bowl party at my house. Like all, it was sick. It was dope.
I was a Mountain Dew. Yeah,
I was a firefighter in Savannah. I literally took my fucking phone and smashed it against the wall because my phone was blowing up so bad. And I called out sick the next day. I was like, there's zero chance of going to the firehouse today. Zero chance. Like I would have murdered someone. Like because they would have just incessantly broken.
Wait, so like they weren't Giant fans? Like they just hated the Patriots?
Yeah, they hated me. I lived in Savannah and I'm from Boston. And I don't know if you've met me or not, but I'm pretty grating sometimes.
Well, I mean, everybody hated the Patriots that year too. Like everybody won.
Yeah, that was like,
and I was fucking noxious about it, like next level obnoxious.
So you deserved it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
All right. All right. Back to the golf. Kirschner,
we're 50 minutes in on the RSM podcast, by the way. I just want to let you guys know.
All right, Kirschner, what you got for positionals? Like top 20s, top 40s? What do you got?
I think Mac Hughes top 10, top 20 mortgage play. Like I love.
Ooh. Mortgage whale bomb,
like
as he puts.
Did I just kind of jump? Yeah, no. This week, I love it. I like top 20.
Yep.
Again, like really, it's usually just the guys I like outright. I like Taylor Montgomery top 20. I think everyone is plus my top 20 this week. But yeah, I think my absolute two favorite placements, if you get plus money on it, I think it is Mac Hughes top 20 and John Huh top 20. Those are my two favorite.
John Huh
plays,
is definitely plus money. John Huh is definitely plus money top 20.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Gabber, he's
going to be first round leader at 100 to 1. So
let's go, baby. Let's go. So I just have two top 10s, which I don't typically do. Because I kind of wanted to bet Seamus at 20 to 1, coming in hot, third here last year. I don't know. I still might fucking do it. Not if I add Mitchell at 30. Not if I add Mitchell at 33 though. So I gotta have a father son chat with myself and figure out which way I want to go with that one. But he's plus 280 for a top 10. I'll take that. Coming in super good form. He's definitely one of the best players in this field, and he's got good course history as of last year. I don't want to hear about the previous results, Steve. And then I got Day at plus 250. I blame you for this, Steve, talking me on to Jason Day before my cruise. And I'm just going to stick with it. My top 20s. So I got Smalley. So my local hasn't posted his soft numbers yet, so I haven't bet these yet because I got to see what the numbers are at. But my guy is always way better than the market. So Smalley, Harmon, Hoagie, Gay, our boy Cam Percy, just because. And then you can do Harmon and Day on one of my locals, both top 20 for plus 450. So one of these guys is missing the cut, and I hope it's not Day. So I'm going to bet that as well.
Okay. All right. I always stayed in the top 40 range. I was actually able to find some decent plus prices and some guys I like. We talked briefly about Grayson Sig earlier. Good from under 175, scores pretty well from that range. Accurate, good putter. That seems like that's the blueprint for this place. So I know he has been very good. He's been decent this fall, though. 5 straight made cuts, T9 at Sanderson, T11 at Bermuda. A lot of short approach shots there. So I like him this week. Justin Lauer, Kirschner, you say you didn't like him in a matchup. I got him in a top 40 at, where'd I get him? Plus 210. I thought that was a decent price considering he's been playing really well this fall.
Yeah.
Bad at Houston, but if you look at all the places with all these shorter approach shots, 8th at Bermuda, T20 at Shriners, T4 at Fortinet. There's a lot of shorter approach shots there too. Just looking at his profile too. Really good from under 175, good score from that range, good putter. His accuracy is a little hit or miss, but he's got enough there for over 2 to 1 for a top 40. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Capper, I sold you on Jason Day. You finally convinced me on Russell Knox.
Let's go, baby.
And there's no way he's in this field.
Yeah, Russell Knox is in this field.
I haven't heard his name.
He's 70. He's like 7,200 in DraftKings.
You just look at his history of all the Southern grass type short tracks, and he just it's a bunch of top 40s and 30s. And even this, it's been okay for him this fall. T25 Fortinet, T24 Sanderson, T30 last week. The irons are always pretty good. He's really good from under 175. At least
he's Nagel's guy.
Why is Knox Nagel's guy?
Because I hit on him at the Travelers or something.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know if all his tournaments have been really good putting weeks, but 3 of 4 shot-link measured ones, he's been positive. So
the LASIK, baby. I'm telling you, it's the LASIK. It
fixed his history here is fine. It's nothing really to write home about, but I think in this craft field for a top 40 at plus 190, I like that. Yeah, I think a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned this on the show last night. I think everybody was on Ryan Armour at Mayakoba at 15%. Mm-hmm. I noticed this week, no one was really that heavily on him. He's got 2 straight top 30 finishes. That's another guy who's really good from under 175, really accurate too. So I found a top 40 on him at plus 230. Mm-hmm. So I'll take that. And then just some of the Corn Ferry guys that, I've been making a little bit of noise this fall. Robbie Shelton. I think he's going to get back on track a little bit this week. Hasn't been all that great at Mayakoba. Wasn't very good at Houston. But before that, T23 at Bermuda, T15 at Shriners, T21 at Fortinet. A lot of short irons there. At least early on this Corn Ferry season, he's really good from that range, at least proximity-wise. Iron's been pretty good. Plus 230 on him for a top 40. And then Kevin Yu didn't really go very well at Mayakoba, but T8 at Bermuda. I mean, I feel like if you can do it there, you could probably do it here. A T19 is Sanderson as well. T37 is Shriners. So, just the fact that he's been doing fairly well in some approach shot places, with shorter, from shorter ranges. The putter's a concern, but if he can just, have a decent week with his irons, I think he can finish inside the top 40 at plus 260. So those are my plays.
Like it. Top 40s with plus twos.
Yeah. So like Steve, like we're in a legal state. Like if you have like a good number on like a top 40, like you just straight up like deposit like the money into that book and bet it. Like,
I just had money at those books.
Okay. So like you just have money on like DraftKings and FanDuel.
Yeah.
Like just okay.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like my like struggle like with like placements is like a lot of times like the best number on like a top 40, like I don't have money in that book. Like what am I gonna do? Like deposit like $100 into it and like bet it and like probably lose or like bet and win and then just like have that money. I'm like, I'm not gonna like withdraw it.
Yeah, you just have that money in that book.
Yeah, like I'm just like kind of like out on like I'm just kind of like out on that. Like I'm just like good on like,
out on what?
Like depositing like $75 into a book to like place one.
So then
that's not outright.
Then throw like a couple $100 into all the different books you have access.
Yeah, and
to.
then you just win over time, and then you just deposit.
Dude, that will be gone. That will be.
Well, that's.
Gone.
I mean, that's not how I bet. I mean, you guys look at my cards every week. It's not really all that risky. It's pretty boring, but that's generally how I do. I just leave money in different accounts, and then I withdraw slowly.
Like I have a lot of money. Like I had a lot of money in DraftKings. Like I had a couple winners on it. It's like all gone. Like I just whenever I hit Keegan, like I like withdrew like half of that, but then like I just have like a bankroll and I'm like and it's just gone. So like I'm not like like again, if you're like trying to like, it's obviously makes sense if you have a good number. Like I think I wrote it up before. Like someone had a really like what was it? I'm not gonna try and figure it out right now, but there was a really good number on one book. And I was like, yo, like, am I like, what is like, what am I going to do? Like deposit like $75 and bet it?
Yeah. So, but if you do that, so if you're not chasing promotions, then yeah, throw money in it. And then you don't have to worry about hitting any fucking rollover shit. You pull it out or you leave. In. Like, just don't get the stupid promotion, like with the 9,000 times rollover and shit. Like, who cares?
Yeah. Wait, let me, because we're talking placements. It was ridiculous. Let me just pull it up. Right. But
it was great. This is great.
Like that's my play at a good number. Okay, you know what? Like I'm done. Like I literally like take time out of my family to like hang with you guys, and like I'm just getting shit on. No, at this point I have to find it. It's like I don't know why my computer.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to this episode.
John
of the
Huff
is
plus 290.
John
Huff is plus 2 for a top 4. John Huff is plus 290 for a top 40 on FanDuel.
Yeah, I
think he's a good play.
I'll send you a C note. Put a C note down for me on that. Is he frozen or is he just?
What does that mean?
No, his eyes moved.
No, what does that mean? What's a C note?
What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't know Paper Tiger? You don't know what a C note is? It's $100.
C note. Okay, you could say like a dime or something.
A dime is not $100.
So do we just like I'm down? Like I'm down. Let's do it. Like send me 100, and then I'll put in 200, and we'll place it on John Ha plus 290 on FanDuel top 40 because it's an hour.
Honestly, what's his top 20 price? Like what? Like 6 to 1, 7 to 1.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I could just like bet top 20 on like a local or something.
Yeah, or you could just do like almost 3 to 1 on a wider net. Like that's pretty good too. I mean, that's kind of like
good. I love that. I love that.
Like ever since I've had access to the top 40s, like I would rather have a much wider range, especially with some of these guys at like a little bit of plus money than like like maybe get dead heated on like a top 20 because he splits with like 8 other guys, and then you end up losing money on the bet.
How's that?
So,
how's that? How's that? Tanqueray at the end with the ice is gone.
Like,
It's a little tough, right?
After now, like I understand why I don't drink liquor. Like I'm just like good on like being like this like tipsy. Like I'm just give me like a beer or a high noon. Like I do not need to like feel like you get a little bit more drunk. So
That's what
like,
happens,
I'm
buddy.
like literally about
Well, bang
like,
for bucks. It's the value play. If you go to the bar,
yeah, but then you're just like drunk. Like then you're just
that's
like
the
a
point of
sloppy
going to the
drunk.
bar, Brian. That's the point.
Dude, I'm like trying to like meet my wife, bruh.
You're not going to meet your
Nah, I'm not.
wife at these
But-
Long Island bars, all right?
No, like I would just rather drink like 10 high noons and like never be like out of control than like pound a bunch of like liquor drinks.
Yeah. Well, I go for the value play. More bang for my buck.
It's fine.
all right, Kirschner, plug some of your stuff. What do you?
Yeah,
where can we
I
find
mean,
you?
just follow me on Twitter, read my articles on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Yeah, and we'll I'm looking forward to this break. So
We should
you won't
bring
hear
we
from
should
me.
we should bring BK on for one of like the non-golf weird shows that we're gonna do.
I mean, we're only gonna do one technically.
Oh,
Are we doing like
okay.
another like major preview?
We're doing
Like,
that.
I was-
We could have you on for that.
I mean,
You
like
wanna
I
do
was
the
on
major preview?
last
That's
year.
gonna be.
Yeah. Do anybody keep track of that? Do we hit anything?
I don't think we hit a single one.
I don't think we hit a single one.
I think
either.
we mentioned Cam Smith, but I think you guys liked him at the Masters instead of the.
Yeah, I
That's
said
right.
Cam Smith at the Masters.
I said the same.
Yeah.
And
Which,
then
I mean,
think
listen, it was a good
we
call.
picked like Brooks and Colin, and we all picked Cantley at the Open Championship.
Yeah.
You know, listen,
Yeah,
considering
like-
that was his best like major showing, that wasn't a terrible call.
None of us picked. Yeah, no, we.
All right,
didn't
we'll
have-
figure it out. We'll figure it out. Follow fucking BK on Twitter at.
Okay.
Listen, man, we're an hour in. What the fuck just happened? Did
I
you
don't
see
know,
that?
dude.
What the fuck was that?
Your lights went out.
You see my lights flash,
Yeah.
right?
Got paid
You have a
utility bill,
ghost?
buddy.
Dude, I'm still talking to you on the internet, so fucking it's not my utility bill. What the hell was that?
Oh.
Weird.
All right, let's wrap the show.
That goes. That goes. All right, fucking go follow BK on Twitter. He's very good at the Twitter machine. He's a good buddy, a good pal, good chief. And and you can follow Steve in our
Discord.
Discord
Can I give a programming note to everybody watching? So like we're gonna go on a break. We are gonna have some one-off shows coming up next week. Capper and I are gonna do a special Thanksgiving NFL player prop podcast. You know, kind of switch gears a little bit. We're gonna do a hero pod. We'll probably do a pod with a match, and then maybe like a mailbag episode in December. And then major preview we just invited Kirschner to come on that show. So you'll see the three of us again. And then we will be back to Kapalua. So stay tuned. We're not totally going away.
No, we're not going away like cockroaches. So you guys know where to find me on Twitter, Boston or at Boston_Capper. And I think I'm doing Jersey. Gannon reached out to me. I think I'm going to do the fantasy golf thing with BK. I don't know.
Let's
when that
go.
is. But I'll be doing that. And I'll try to get more in the Discord. It's just I have ADHD and there's too many buttons and too many things going on, and it makes me stressed out. So I'll try to get more in there. But hit me up wherever you guys want. Other than that, last event of the season. Let's go break those fucking books.